Yeah. So, good evening, guys. I am Akshay Patan and I am from Karnataka. So, this is my first session I am conducting. So, hope all are doing good. So, is there anyone who has been selected for any of the colleges like Sims and Beautician? None? Nobody have been selected? Okay, no issues. So, today, as you all know, that we are going to discuss about the centrifugal pumps, right? Yeah. So, guys, what do you mean by centrifugal pump? Anyone? What do you mean by centrifugal pump?
Can I?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yes. Centrifugal pump basically a rotodynamic pump,
Okay,
which is works on the principle of centrifugal force.
okay.
Okay.
Uh,
When we
so yeah, good.
yes, when we switch on the motor start rotates. Also, impeller start rotates because of shaft of the impeller is connected to the motor shaft. When the
Mm,
impeller rotates at high speed, the
mm,
imparted the centrifugal force on the liquid. So
okay,
what will happen? The water goes outside, means water goes to the discharge side due to
okay,
uh, due to radial. So when the impeller rotates,
mm,
due to which the water goes to the outside because of uh, radially outward. I think I'm lagging. Sorry.
yeah, okay. So
Okay.
anyone wants to explain about the centrifugal pump in better way?
Centrifugal pump is a rotodynamic pump in which the pump rotates in the
Yeah, please go ahead. Okay. So should I tell?
yes, yes.
Yeah. No, actually I'm not sir. You can call me by my name. My name is Akshay. I am also a learner. Okay. So when we explain about the centrifugal pump, first we need to explain about the parts. Okay. So when we are explaining about the parts, so either we should begin from the top or we should begin from the bottom. Okay. So if we begin from the bottom, it is like this. First we are having the foot wall. Okay. Foot wall is actually a non-return type of wall. Okay. Non-return type of wall means it is restricting the flow of fluid in a single direction. Right.
Yes. Yes.
And with the foot wall, we are having the strainer. Strainer in the
Yes.
sense it is a filter. What is the function of the strainer? Anyone?
To remove the unwanted particles from the
Remove the
liquid.
unwanted dust particles from the water.
Okay. So instead of unwanted particles, you can say that it is used to remove the impurities from the fluid. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. After that, we are having the suction pipe, and after that, we are having the eye of the impeller blades, and then we are having the seals, gland packings, or mechanical seals, depending on the usage. And then we are having volute casing and delivery pipe, and then we are having the discharge one, right? So this is the chronological order of the centrifugal pump, right? So now we need to discuss one by one the parts of the centrifugal pump. Can anyone explain all the parts of the centrifugal pump which I said now? Anyone? Please try, guys.
Can I?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
First part is the footwall.
Okay,
Footwall is also called as non-return wall because of it's allow the liquid flow in only one direction, means upward direction.
okay,
It does not allow the flow the liquid downward direction. Second part is a strainer. Strainer is also called as a filter, which remove the impurities from the liquid and save the impeller or casing body from the damages. Another
Okay.
part is a suction pipe, which is connected to the sum to eye of the impeller.
Okay.
And fourth part is a casing. Casing, there are different types of casing: volute casing, vortex casing, or volute vortex type casing. But basically, we use in centrifugal pump volute type casing, which is gradually increasing area.
Okay.
Okay. After that, fifth part is discharge valve.
Okay.
We use the discharge valve to control the flow of the water.
Okay.
After that, impeller which has backward curve blades,
Okay.
because of it, backward curve blade used to minimize the turbulence.
Okay.
Okay, sir, that's it.
That's it. Okay. So as you mentioned all the parts, actually I had asked you to mention it chronologically, right? You were
Okay, okay,
mentioning correct. All the answers were right, but to be precise and to be in a correct manner, you should say it in a chronological order, from bottom to top or from top to bottom. Okay.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
just look in that. So I have said about the footwall and scanner, right? Now,
Yes,
what is the function of eye of the impeller? Actually, at the eye of the impeller, a negative pressure is created, right? So,
yes,
how the negative pressure is created, we will discuss it later. Now, after eye of the impeller, we are having the impeller and impeller blades, right? As you said, the backward blades, right?
yes,
Yeah, yeah. After that, we are having the volute casing. As you said, the area of volute casing is gradually increasing. Okay.
yes,
After that, we are having the delivery pipe and discharge valve. Okay.
yes,
Yeah. So now let's begin with the functions. So just a second. Yeah. Can anybody explain how the pressure is created at the suction side of the centrifugal pump? Anyone? How the pressure is created at the suction side of the centrifugal pump? Yeah, Sagar, you have raised your hand.
Yes, when we start the motor,
Sorry?
hello,
Yeah, yeah.
when we
Please.
start the motor,
Okay.
yeah, when we start the motor, the impeller rotates
Okay.
and centrifugal force is exerted, due to which fluid displaces outside to the discharge of volute casing, due to which wide space is created at eye of impeller, that is a negative pressure region or low pressure region, due to which fluid is getting circled.
Okay. Yeah. Uh,
So,
so
is it clear, sir?
yeah. So anyone want to explain in a different way? So any other guys? You want to explain how the suction is created or how the negative pressure is created? Anyone? Okay. So let me begin with it. So when the centrifugal pump is started, the impeller rotates, right? When the impeller rotates, it imparts a centrifugal force. Okay. And as the centrifugal force is imparted, before actually before starting the centrifugal pump, we will do priming, right? Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah. Please don't call me sir. I am also. You can call me Akshay. I am also a learner. Okay, guys. Yeah. Before starting the centrifugal pump, we will do priming, right?
yes,
You all know, guys know what do you mean by priming. So it is the process of removal of air or gases present into the system by filling of with the same fluid, right?
yes,
So yeah, when the priming is done, there is a fluid present inside the centrifugal pump, right?
right,
Yeah. So when the motor starts and impeller rotates, there is a centrifugal force imparted, right? And as the centrifugal force is imparted, the blades carry the water towards the discharge side of the centrifugal pump. or fluid. The fluid is pushed towards the discharge side of the centrifugal pump. As a result, there is a space created at the eye of the impeller. Okay, and as the space is created, there is a negative pressure created at the eye of the impeller. Okay, as the negative pressure is created, a suction happens from the suction side. Okay, the negative pressure is created, which is less than the atmospheric pressure, which allows in the suction of the fluid, right? And that's how the suction is created, right? Hope everyone is getting it what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt, Sagar? You have raised your hand.
Can I explain how the velocity increase in centrifugal pump?
Yeah, how the velocity increases.
Yes.
Yeah. I will explain.
Sir, one thing,
Yeah.
sir, kinetic energy decreases or increases, sir. How it will vary when it goes up?
You are asking about discharge, right?
See, when this one blades are taking water and it will start to throw the water to discharge side. No.
Sagar, actually, your sound is not clear.
Okay. So now it's audible. Now it's audible.
Yeah. It's actually not
Now I'm
properly
audible.
audible. Yeah. Please take.
Yeah, actually, the water will take. Actually, the blades will take water and will throw to discharge side. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it will throw the discharge side when the
So
priming is done. Yeah, just a second. I will let you.
okay.
Yeah.
So how come kinetic energy decreases?
Kinetic energy, how
How
come
come
it
the
is
kinetic
decreasing?
energy decreases?
Okay, I will tell you. Actually,
Yeah.
it happens at the discharge side, okay, not at the suction side. When
Okay.
you are, it is a question when the interviewer asks you how the pressure is created at the discharge side. At that time, you need to mention about the kinetic energy. Okay. So I will mention it like how the pressure is created at the discharge side. So this is the question. So anybody wants to explain how the pressure is created at the discharge side?
Sir, can I tell,
Sorry.
sir, can I explain how
Yeah.
the pressure is uh, when the water passes to the impeller wheel blades due to centrifugal force, velocity increases. At the same time, kinetic energy also increases. In the it reaches the casing maximum kinetic energy at the point. When the area increases, automatically velocity decrease. That time kinetic energy will decrease as well as pressure increases automatically. That's
Okay.
why discharge side pressure is increases.
Okay. Correct. So any other guys wants to tell about this? How the discharge side pressure is created?
Can I?
Yeah.
The discharge side pressure increases because of the design of the polyp casing.
Hmm.
That's the first reason.
Okay.
Because of the gradually increasing area, we know that where area increases, velocity decreases and pressure energy increases according to the law of energy of consumption,
Yeah.
conservation energy conservation law. So that's reason pressure increases at the discharge side.
Okay. Uh, so I will explain. So when the centrifugal pump is started, the impeller rotates, and when the impeller rotates, it imparts a centrifugal force, right? As the centrifugal force is imparted, and it also imparts the kinetic energy on the water molecules. Okay, and as the kinetic energy on the water molecules is imparted, the water molecules move radially towards the discharge side of the centrifugal pump. Okay, and as you move radially towards the discharge side, as Raviraj said, at the discharge side, the area of the volute casing increases. Okay, and as the area increases, there is a increase in velocity, decrease in
First,
velocity, right, and increase in pressure.
yes.
Yeah. As the area increases, the pressure as the area increases, the pressure increases and the velocity decreases. Okay. And that's how the pressure is created at the discharge side of the centrifugal pump. Okay. So was that clear? Or is anybody having any doubts in this?
No, bro, it's clear now.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody is clear, na? So as Raviraj said, here according to law of energy conservation, as the area increases, the velocity decreases and the pressure increases. Okay. Okay. Uh, so the next question is, what happens if air bubbles are present inside the centrifugal pump? Anyone?
Because of low pressure.
Did you understand my question? I am asking what happens if air bubbles are present inside the centrifugal pump? Anyone?
Can I?
Yeah, Raviraj.
It's when air enter into the centrifugal pump. We
Okay.
know that the density of air is 1,000 times less than the water.
Mhm.
Okay, and air is also compressible. So when
Okay.
air enter into the centrifugal pump, it will not able to create suction pressure,
Mhm.
which we require to create suction pressure at the eye of the impeller.
Okay.
So uh, the pressure of the eye of the pressure at the eye of the impeller reduces, and which will below the vapor pressure, and vapor
Okay.
will form. Also, cavitation will form, and efficiency of the centrifugal pump also will reduces. That's happen when air enter.
Okay. So anyone? So anybody else? Okay. So Raviraj, you said that as the as the air bubbles are present inside the centrifugal pump, it will decrease the efficiency, right?
Yes.
So how will it decrease the efficiency?
No, I'm telling about when air enter into the centrifugal pump.
Yeah. Okay.
So air
So
air cannot
yeah.
able to produce maximum suction pressure at the eye of the impeller because of density of the water is more no, than the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it cannot create centrifugal force uh, which we
Hmm.
required at the
This is correct. So anyone others wants to explain this? Yes, Gulshan, you want to say something?
No, it's not it.
Gulshan, you want to say something?
No, 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 not at time.
Yeah, okay. As Raviraj said, when interviewer asks you the question, what happens if the air bubbles or air is present inside the centrifugal pump? So basically, as you all know that the density of air is 1,000 times less than the density of water. Okay. So now let's come back to the formula of centrifugal force. What is it? Anybody knows the formula of centrifugal force? It is F is equals to m into r square by v, right? Yeah. So here, what is m? M is mass, right? And m is given by density into volume, right?
yes.
So when the density of water is 1,000 kg per meter cube and the density of air is 1 kg per meter cube, as it is 1,000 times less. Okay. So when the density decreases 1,000 times, the F also decreases. That is, discharge also decreases. Okay. Centrifugal force decreases. And as the centrifugal force decreases, there is no pressure created for the suction. And that's why the centrifugal pump will run dry. Okay. And as a result, what happens if centrifugal pump runs dry? Anybody?
Overheating. Yes.
Sorry?
Overheating.
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. The pump will start overheating. And what happens if the pump starts overheating?
Pump get damaged after some time before get
Sorry.
pump get damaged.
Okay. Yeah. Pump will get damaged, and in the long run, the efficiency get decreased. Right. Am I
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah. So any doubts in this? Anybody?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Sagar, you want to ask something? Sagar?
No, sir, no, sir. There will be uh, nothing. Okay, I'm good, sir. Sorry, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So the next question is, what is priming? Anybody guys? What is priming?
May I? Hello.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, priming is the process of removing air or gases that trapped into the system with the same liquid which is being formed. There are various type of priming method. The first one is the manually priming from priming port, and we can first fill the all the suction pipe, fill the water, all the suction pipe, discharge pipe, and casing also with the fluid. And second method is that using a external source to push the liquid into the casing, and that causes gases to remove from the pump.
Okay. Right. Correct. So anyone, any other guys want to say about priming? So did everybody understand what Gulshan said about priming?
Yes.
Yeah, or should I repeat it?
Repeat, repeat.
Please, you repeat it.
Yeah, okay. So guys, priming is the process of removal of air or gases inside the system by filling up with the same fluid. Okay. So why priming is done? Why is it necessary?
To avoid cavitation.
Prevent to overheated the pump.
To avoid
Prevent.
cavitation.
Yeah, okay. To avoid cavitation. To yeah. Okay. So there are two types of priming, right? One is the manual priming and another is the self priming, right?
Priming.
Yeah. In manual priming, there is a priming port through which manually the fluid is added. The
Yeah.
same fluid is added into the centrifugal pump, right? And what happens in the self priming, guys? There is a external motor or say external centrifugal pump connected to the pump, which allows the fluid to flow inside the centrifugal pump and
Yes.
does the self priming, right? So basically, for self priming on board ship, reciprocating type of pump is used, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all about the priming. So did you guys get about priming, guys? Did you get about
Yes,
priming?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Any doubts? Anybody? No doubts? Okay. So let's move
Bro,
to
I have one more doubt, bro.
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
Before only you told that the question what happens air bubbles is inside in the centrifugal pump, right?
Sorry.
The before question what happens air bubbles inside the centrifugal pump?
Before
What happens air bubbles is inside the centrifugal pump?
what happens? I actually am not getting you. Your sound is not clear. Can you type the question in the chat box?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. What happens if there are air bubbles inside the centrifugal pump? That you are asking, right? Hello, Sanju? Yeah. To avoid the air bubbles, we do priming. Correct. So, what's your doubt in this? Okay. So that was yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So guys, someone mentioned about cavitation. So can you explain what is cavitation?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Cavitation is the formation of vapor bubble whenever the pressure in the pump decreases below the vapor pressure of the fluid that is being pumped. When this pressure, when this vapor enters into the high pressure region, that is the discharge region, it bursts and when it bursts, it causes impending external pressure and eject some material that look cause losing of strength of impeller. So the amount of centrifugal force and absence of pump will decrease and life of span of the pump will also decrease. Like eventually, so that it is the cavitation,
Okay. So as we said, cavitation is the formation of vapor bubbles inside
vapor
the
bubbles.
centrifugal pump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you mean by vapor bubbles?
What?
Yeah. What do you mean by vapor bubbles? How are the vapor bubbles formed?
Vapor bubbles formed because when the our vapor pressure increase in comparison to atmospheric fluid, which is located outside the water. Okay, so when the vapor pressure is decrease,
Hmm.
okay, vapor pressure is decrease, then vapor bubble is caused and enter in the high pressure region, which is created inside the pump or impeller side.
Yeah.
And when that vapor bubbles impact on the impeller, like tuck 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 continuously, and then
Yeah.
our impeller is got damaged after some time.
Yeah.
So that is all about the cavitation process.
Yeah. 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 To avoid this cavitation, we do priming, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So did everyone get about cavitation? Any doubts in cavitation?
Can you explain in your words, like very
Yeah.
simply you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
explain?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's necessary, bro.
Yeah. 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 So cavitation is basically formation of the vapor bubbles inside the centrifugal pump. Okay. So what happens if there are vapor bubbles inside the centrifugal pump? So basically, these vapor bubbles, what it does is, these impinge on the impeller blades. Impinge means they will like hit on the impeller blades. When the vapor bubbles are at the high pressure region, the vapor bubbles get burst. Okay. So due to this action, there is an impingement on the impeller plates. Okay. So as the impingement of the impeller blades, in the long run, the impeller will get damaged. Okay. So that is how cavitation. That is how the cavitation happens. And to avoid this, we will do the priming. Okay. So hope you guys are clear with the cavitation. Any
Bro,
doubts?
how do vapor bubbles form?
Sorry.
How vapor bubbles form?
Yeah. How the vapor bubbles are formed. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, vapor bubbles are formed when the vapor pressure of the fluid is above the vapor pressure of the centrifugal pump. Okay. So just a second. I am also not clear about this. Just a second.
Can I say this answer?
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
When the liquid vapor pressure
Hmm.
wait, when the liquid suction pressure goes below the vapor pressure, so the vaporization takes place and the water start evaporating. Because of
Yeah.
this, air bubbles start form, and when these bubbles move towards the high pressure region, and it collapse and generates shock waves. So this is the reason of cavitation.
Yeah, can you please explain once again?
Yeah, sure, sure. Actually, vapor bubbles are formed when the vapor pressure of the pump drops. Okay, when the vapor pressure of the pump drops below the vapor pressure of the fluid. Okay, so at that time the vapor bubbles are formed. Okay, and that's how the cavitation happens inside the pump. Is it clear, guys? When the
Yes,
vapor
yes.
pressure of the pump falls or drops below the vapor pressure of the fluid.
Yes,
Like,
another
for
thing is,
example,
Yeah, Raviraj, you want to ask something?
and another thing is for cavitation, local velocity region, high local velocity regions. Am I right?
Sorry?
Uh, for cavitation happening, another reason is high local velocities increase.
Okay, so I'm not sure about this point. Let's discuss it
Okay,
in. Actually, I'm not sure about that velocity point. Let's see.
okay.
Okay. So, other than any doubts on cavitation?
no, no.
Okay. So the next question. So should we move forward now?
Yes.
Okay. So the next question is why the discharge valve is shut during the starting of the centrifugal pump? Anyone?
To reduce power consumption, bro.
Okay. To reduce the power consumption. Okay. So anyone?
And also to prevent motor from overheating.
Sorry?
And also to prevent motor from overheating, bro.
Okay. To prevent the centrifugal pump from overheating. Yeah. Right. So the discharge valve is shut because to prevent the power consumption. That is the one point. Because when initially when the centrifugal pump is started, it discharges more. It uh, absorbs more current. Right. Correct. And as the current is absorbed more, there is a heat generation there. To avoid the overheating of the pump and to reduce the power consumption, we shut the discharge valve, right? In the centrifugal pump.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Yeah, correct. So, any doubts in this? Anybody?
Can I?
Yeah, yeah,
So discharge valve shut during the starting of centrifugal pump because of the two reasons.
yeah.
First is to save power consumption.
Okay,
Second thing is to prevent the motor from the overheating. Okay.
okay.
When we motor start, its starting torque is required to rotate the impeller from its rest position to its desired RPM.
Yeah,
Okay, so when the torque, high torque is required to rotate impeller from its start position to its fixed
uh,
RPM. So it
yeah.
required
It's
a high torque directly load on the motor,
yeah,
and at that time there is a no flow because of wall is shut.
yeah.
So at that time there is a no load on the motor, and at that time motor will take low current.
Yes.
If the wall will open, then directly load fall on the motor, and at that time
Yes.
motor will take lot of current to rotate the impeller from the start position to its fixed desired RPM. So it
Correct.
might be chances to overheat the motor, and winding and also insulation will damage.
Yeah, right. So basically, what Raviraj is saying is, before we start the motor, to rotate the impeller, we need the initial torque. Okay. So initially, the motor or the impeller is at the rest. So the work done is zero there. Okay. So the initial torque which is required, the centrifugal pump absorbs more current. to generate the torque to reach the fixed RPM of the centrifugal pump. Okay. So if the discharge valve is open, so the initial torque which is generated, the centrifugal pump absorbs more current, and if the discharge valve is shut, it will absorb less current. And until it reaches the fixed RPM, uh, uh, after it reaches the fixed RPM, we can open the discharge valve. The initially, normally the discharge valve is opened after 10 to 15 minutes on board ship. Okay. So, any doubts in this? Anybody?
No, 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 clear.
Okay. So now let's go with the applications of centrifugal pump. So what are the applications of centrifugal pump? Anyone?
I
Yeah,
think
can I?
used for yes.
Can
Yeah,
I?
Ali. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Mostly
Uh,
we are using a centrifugal pump on board ship for its high discharge and low pressure pump, like a seawater generator pump and a freshwater generator, lubricating two-stroke main engine, and
Yeah.
efficiency fire pump also.
Yes.
On board ship, we are using a such type of machine on the basis of principle of centrifugal pump.
Yeah. Correct. So anyone?
Where
What are
large
the?
flow is required and not large pressure is required.
Yeah. Okay. Correct. So applications. Where all it is used on board ship. So as
It's
Krishan
used
said.
in main seawater pump, mainly
Okay.
used in seawater pump and
Seawater pump.
fire safety pump,
Hmm.
emergency fire pump, and main engine also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The applications of centrifugal pump are, as you guys said, firstly it is used for high discharge and low pressure regions, where the high discharge is required and the low pressure is required. And the centrifugal pump is used on board in a emergency fire pumps and seawater line, and in a lubricating of two-stroke main engine, correct? And in freshwater generators, seawater lines, etc. Okay. So here the centrifugal pump is used. So that is the application of centrifugal pump on board. Okay.
what kinds of
So
centrifugal pump we use to lubricate two-stroke engine?
sorry,
What kinds of centrifugal pump is used to lubricate two-stroke engine?
what kind of centrifugal pump is used?
Yeah,
Sorry.
like as we know that we need to do priming in centrifugal pump.
Yeah.
So how we can do inside the casing of the engine?
Okay. So you
Crank.
are asking about whether the manual priming pump is used or self priming pump is used.
Forkman pump. Forkman pump is used to draw the
Ma-
liquid, lubricate.
Sorry, Gulshan. Which pump?
I think
no,
Forkman pump.
my
Forkman
question is if we use centrifugal pump to lubricate, so as we know that we need to do priming in centrifugal pump. So how
Yeah.
we do priming inside the engine?
So basically, you are asking what type of priming pump is used. So manual priming pump is used or self priming pump is used. That's your question, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, I am not sure about this question. I will let you know in the group very soon. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh, yeah.
Mirbai, if
Uh,
you know, so please tell me. Yeah.
if you know the answer, you can tell. Ali.
As I know, we use submersible centrifugal pump, and
Oh,
submersibles.
submersible pump. Okay.
Yeah, we there is no need to priming for submersible centrifugal
Yes,
pump.
yes, yes. So submersible pump directly sucks the water from the bottom side, and he is also located inside the what tunnel. You can say, na?
Mhm. Okay. So you guys are saying that submersible centrifugal pump is used in lubricating. Yeah. Okay. So any more doubts on this?
My one question is, if interviewer asks what is the difference between two-stroke and four-stroke engine. So, is he asking about two-stroke, four-stroke motorcycle engine or marine engine?
So actually, the working of two-stroke and four-stroke are same in case of marine or whether it is automobile engine. So as far as I know, so we will discuss about it when we are discussing about the IC engines. Okay. So
Okay.
basically, the functions of two-stroke and four-stroke are same. The working process is same. So he's asking about the working process. When he asks about the difference, right? So in case of marine engine, you may get some extra mountings and extra safeties, and in case of automobiles, those may not be there. So most probably, we need to say about the marine only.
Yes, because if you give the answer related to the motorcycle engine, then he asks the cross question about the marine engine. When you
Yeah.
give the example of marine engine, difference of marine engine, then he come to the bike engine. So interviewer always try to manipulate, especially in Anglo by Barganza, sir.
Okay. Okay.
It's happened with
So
me. Yeah. It's happened with me
Oh,
when
okay,
I
bhai,
was
thank
in
you.
interview. He said to me, give the difference. So I said port and valve. But he said to me, we use valve there also. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay, okay, thank you for the tips.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll make a point on this and we'll discuss it when we will discuss about the IC engines. Okay.
Yes, okay.
So today we are discussing about centrifugal pumps. Huh? So we will stick to that. So any more doubts on the centrifugal pump, guys? Anybody?
No, bro, no, bro.
What can you repeat the
No,
question?
sir.
Sorry, Sagar, you want to say something?
No, no, it's clear. It's clear. We
Okay.
can proceed.
Yeah. Okay. So should we move forward?
Yes, yes.
Yes, bro.
I
Sure.
think
Akshay, bhai,
Yeah.
can you repeat the question?
Yeah. I have not asked a question. I asked, can we move forward? Gulshan, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we move?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So now let us discuss about the gear pump. Okay. So guys, can anybody explain what is gear pump?
Yes.
Yeah. Please go.
Basically, gear pump is a mechanical device that is used to transform the flow from one place to another place. It is a definition of pump, but when we are discussing about the gear pump, so gear pump is a positive displacement pump that is uses a mechanically meshing of the gears because of the rotary motion to transfer the flow from one place to another place.
Yeah. Correct. So how the gear pump works? Anybody? Yeah. Raviraj, go ahead. You have raised your hand.
basically gear pump is a positive displacement type pump.
Yeah.
It consists of two gears. One is a
Hmm.
driver gear and another is a driven gear.
Okay.
And it is connect and driver gear is connected to the motor shaft. When
Hmm.
motor rotates, the driver gear also rotates and
Hmm.
a driven gear also rotates because of they are meshing with each other.
Yeah.
When they both rotates in opposite direction, uh, they create two actions into the mesh and out of the mesh.
Yeah. Okay.
In the suction side, they produce out of the mesh because of they rotating opposite direction.
Okay.
So due to out of the mesh, their volume of the at the suction side is
Hmm.
increased,
Yeah.
and when
Right.
volume increases, their suction created at the suction of the gear pump, and liquid or fluid trapped into the casing or gear clearance, and it goes to the outside of the discharge side of the gear pump. When fluid or liquid reaches at the discharge side of the region, there is a gear is into the mesh. Okay, where volume decrease. When we know that where volume is decreased, the pressure also increases. So we get high pressure at the discharge side of the gear pump.
Okay. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. So anybody wants to explain anything about gear pumps? Anybody wants to explain or want to add few more points to Ravinaj? What he said? Anybody?
I have a confusion between centrifugal pump and gear pump.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask now or later?
Yeah. I will first explain about the gear pumps, and you can ask it about afterwards. Is it
Okay.
okay?
Yes, yes, it's okay.
Yeah. So basically, as you guys said, gear pump is a positive displacement pump. Okay. It works on the principle of positive displacement, and two gears are meshed inside the gear pump. Okay. So basically, it is used to transfer of fluid from one location to another location. Right. So in the gear pump, there are two main important parameters you can say. One is the suction line and another one is the discharge line. Okay. So if the interviewer asks you in a gear pump, which one is the suction line and which one is the discharge line? Okay. So you need to explain this way. I hope you all guys know the diagram of gear pump. You all guys remember it, right? Anybody here who doesn't know the schematic representation of gear pump? Everybody knows, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we look at the diagram, so there are two gears. One is a driver gear and another one is a driven gear. Okay. So both the gears are meshed. Okay. So the driver gear is the main gear which rotates, and due to meshing, the another gear which is the follower gear or driven gear, that also rotates. The both the gears rotate in opposite direction. Okay. So when the gears unmesh in the sense when the both gears are joined, they both unmesh. The volume increases there. Volume in the casing increases. The line where the gears unmesh, that is known as suction line. Okay, and where the gears mesh, that is known as discharge line. The due to the meshing of gears, the volume at the discharge decreases. Okay, so that's why it is known as the discharge line. Uh, when the gears mesh, that is the discharge line. Where the gears unmesh, that is the section line. Hope you guys are clear up till this. Okay. So is there any doubt up to this?
Can you please repeat once? Please. It's kindly request
Okay.
to you.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. I will do. So basically, gear pump is a positive displacement pump. Okay. So in gear pump, there are two gears. One is the driver gear and another one is a driven gear. Okay. So the driver gear rotates and the driven gear also rotates along the driver gear. As the both gears are meshed, I hope you guys know the schematic representation of the gear pump. Okay, so you can see two gears. One gear is up and another gear is down. So the this portion is known as the meshing portion, where the gears mesh together. Okay, so
Akshay, if
yes,
you using laptop, show the gear pump and then explain ना try. मेरा ही वीडियो खोल के दिखा दे और उसे ही समझा दे, मतलब
yeah, yeah, ठीक
प्रेजेंट
है,
करके स्क्रीन.
yeah, ठीक है, just a second. I will share this screen.
एंड गाइस सभी लोग वो गेयर पंप वाला वीडियो जरूर देखना, कई लोगों का रिजेक्शन हुआ इसमें. एवरीवन अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? हियर एवरीवन अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी,
Yes, bro, very
राइट?
well.
Yes, yes.
ओके ओके. हाय गुलशन ब्रो, हाउ आर यू? मीर, या
On,
नाइस टू
hi,
सी यू
bro, I'm
गाइस. तो गाइज मैं ऐसे ही आता रहूंगा देखने. यहाँ मेरे को नेट का प्रॉब्लम है, टाइमिंग का इशू है. तो अक्षय ले रहा है अभी, ठीक है, सेशन सुशन. मैं बीच में
Gyan
आता
bro.
रहूंगा.
You have any,
हाँ.
Gyan bro, you have any information about the MSc results?
नो 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 नो, अभी तक तो नहीं है. ठीक है,
I am
अभी ये
waiting.
फोकस कर लेते हैं इस पे, गियर
Okay.
पंप
जय
पे,
माता दी
क्योंकि
दोस्तों।
अक्षय रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना ये.
हाँ
Yes,
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है क्या? रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है.
ठीक है,
जस्ट
ठीक,
सेकंड मैं
ओके.
आपका वीडियो देख रहा हूँ अभी ओपन कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, शेयर करना फिर. और गाइज हेलो, मैं ये कह रहा था कि फिर से माहौल बनाते हैं, ठीक है, और वापस से स्टार्ट करते हैं। हेलो,
Yes,
ठीक है।
yes, yes.
और
Yes, bro.
हाँ, और जैसे हमने तैयारी किया था, एज वी यूज टू प्रिपेयर, वी विल गाइड यू ऑल टू प्रिपेयर लाइक दैट ओनली। और गाइज, यू नो, फ्रॉम द लास्ट 6 मंथ मैंने देखा है कि जिसको नहीं समझ में आएगा हिंदी, मुझसे एनी वन हु डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी, टेल मी, आई विल ट्रांसलेट इन इंग्लिश। ओके, मैं ये कह रहा था, जितने भी लोग हम लोग थे, सबका एक एक बंदे का कहीं ना कहीं सिलेक्शन हो गया। जो 3 3 बार एंग्लो में फेल हो गया था, वो आईएमएस गोवा में स्कॉर्पियो निकाला, ठीक है।
Now always
तो
remember it can
सबका
go
हो
to speed
जाएगा
30 meters
कहीं ना कहीं,
per
ठीक है।
speed.
वो बहुत ज्यादा रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, बट वो इन्वायरमेंट और वो मेहनत करने की जरूरत है। अब सब कुछ अवेलेबल ही है, ठीक है।
Yes.
तो ऐसे थोड़ा थोड़ा गाइडेंस मिलता रहेगा। और गाइस, होमवर्क करते रहना। सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप वाला मैंने सुना कि किसी ने पूछा था कि दिस वेपर वेपर बबल कैसे बनता है। किसी ने पूछा था शायद कि वेपर
Yes,
बबल
yes.
कैसे बनता है। हाँ, तो इसके लिए मैंने सेंट्रीफ्यूगल वाले पंप, सब वीडियो में टॉप 10 सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप क्वेश्चन वाले वीडियो में बताया है कि कैसे बनता है। कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ बॉइलिंग पॉइंट बताया है, ठीक है। और इसमें कई लोगों ने सही आंसर भी दिया था। मैं ऐसे ही थोड़ा मोड़ा स्पाई कर रहा था कि कैसा चल रहा है तुम लोगों का। बट अच्छा अच्छा आंसर दे रहे हो तुम लोग, ठीक है। बस थोड़ी सी पॉलिशिंग की जरूरत है। ओके गाइज, तो वो वीडियो एक बार देख लेना जो भी नहीं देखा है। गाइज, सी माइन टॉप 10 सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप Q&A वीडियोस। ओके, मैंने इंटरव्यू के लिए ही बनाया है, मेड फॉर इंटरव्यू ओनली, ठीक है। अक्षय देखा?
हाँ भाई, मैं उसका ये डायग्राम
मैंने
देखा ना
देखा है,
ऑप्टिक
मैंने
एक्सचेंज
यार
का।
ब्रो, मैंने देखा हुआ है.
या
आपका किसी ने देखा है मेरा वीडियो?
Yes.
सो इज
देखा
माय
हुआ
स्क्रीन
है.
विजिबल टू एवरीवन?
हाँ,
मेरा
Yes.
स्क्रीन विजिबल है सबको?
नहीं
सबको
हो रहा है
स्क्रीन
मुझे।
विजिबल है?
और क्या?
नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
या हो रहा है, विजिबल है, बट
अच्छा,
लैपटॉप स्क्रीन हो गया अभी.
Yes, yes.
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
It's visible.
Yeah, it's visible. So in gear pump, I was explaining about the machine, right? So आप लो प्रेशर इनलेट का जो पोर्शन देख रहे हैं ना यहाँ पे, हिंदी में चलेगा ना सबको? हिंदी में बोलूंगा तो चलेगा?
नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन गो.
Yeah, bro, no problem.
या तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, जो लो प्रेशर रीजन है ना, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि
Bro, could
गियर
you please
अनमेश
tell
होता
me in English, bro?
है। या
Please.
so as you guys can see that the gear pump is unmeshing. Unmeshing in the sense, the two gears are getting separated from each other. Okay, separated in the sense those are unmeshing. The teeth are unmeshing. Okay, the portion where the teeth is unmeshing, that portion is known as the suction line. Okay, did you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Yes, bro.
This is out of the
Yeah.
mesh, right?
Yeah, when the gears are out of the mesh or unmeshed, the portion is known as suction line. And when the gear is getting in mesh, okay, or it is getting into meshing region, that portion is known as discharge side. Okay. Now, when the gears unmesh, there is an increase in volume, as you guys can see. When both the gears rotate in opposite direction, there is an increase in volume. You can see that there is an increase in volume at the suction side, due to which, as the volume increases, you guys know the pressure decreases. Okay, as the pressure decreases, there is the negative pressure created inside the pump, and the suction takes place. Okay, and as the gears unmesh and gears rotates, the fluid gets trapped inside the teeth of the gears. Okay, inside the gap between the two teeth, that is known as the teeth of the gears. The fluid gets trapped there, and as the gear rotates, the fluid is forced towards the discharge side of the pump. Okay, discharge side of the pump, and as the gears are still rotating, and when the gears mesh, the volume decreases. Okay, and as the volume decreases, the pressure increases, and due to this increase in pressure, the fluid is discharged with high pressure towards the discharge side of the pump. So is this clear what I am saying?
Yes, yes.
So is there any doubt in this? So I think I have said a bit fast and quickly. So You can ask any doubt if you have.
नाइस
Okay.
अक्षय. Guys, it is a matter of imagination कि आप जो you need to imagine, and when you will be watching my videos I will explain with minute details, okay? And I have also explained the things the people used to answer the wrong answer they used to give to the interviewer, okay? The misconception regarding gear pump and creation of negative pressure, low pressure region, okay? तो गाइज एंड अक्षय अच्छा बताया, ठीक है.
Yeah, yeah.
मैं ये कह रहा था सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप का डिस्कशन पूरा हो गया.
हाँ पूरा हो गया है।
गियर पंप का हो गया. ये
हाँ
गियर
गियर
पंप
पंप का आता है।
अक्षय गियर पंप को और कल भी चलाना, ठीक है? वो 5
Yeah,
क्वेश्चंस वाला है. बता देना
okay.
कि जो 5 क्वेश्चंस जो है इंपॉर्टेंट गियर पंप का, वो सब लोग रिवाइज करके आए, उसको डिस्कस कर लेना. ये दो
ठीक
पंप
है ठीक
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है
ठीक है
गाइस.
ठीक है।
ओके, मैं चलता हूँ ना, मस्टर है मेरा. बाय,
Yeah,
टेक केयर.
okay, yeah, okay, sure, sure, sure.
बेस्ट विशेस गाइस. ओके.
So hope everybody is clear about the gear pump. किसी को कोई डाउट है गियर पंप में? Is there any
No.
doubt? ओके। सो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही था। हम लोगों ने सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप के कुछ क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए और फिर गियर पंप अभी स्टार्ट किया है बस। गियर पंप के बारे में अभी कल भी कंटिन्यू करेंगे क्योंकि उसमें कुछ और क्वेश्चंस हैं। तो फिर आज के लिए इतना काफी है, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है क्योंकि कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे हम लोग। ओके
I think some
सो
questions are pending, right? Centrifugal pump.
या ओके गो ऑन।
We will discuss tomorrow, but I think NPSH is the most important question. Am I right?
या
NPSH and gland packing and sealing box.
about MPSH, land packing, and stuffing box. We need to discuss about that also. We will discuss it in the upcoming videos. Okay. So actually, I had got this much questions only to discuss for today. So we will discuss about those questions also. Okay. So apart from that, is there any doubt? Hello.
Bro, whether you have planned to take daily classes in this meet?
We'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see. Actually, today this is my first session which I am conducting. Actually, I am also a learner. I had applied for gradation and sales, so I did not join. Now I am preparing for ANGLO, like you guys do. Uh, sorry, Raviraj. Raviraj,
Sorry,
you
sir.
want to ask something?
No. Thank you.
Okay. So shall we wind up, guys?
Yeah, bro, it's very useful to us. That's why I asked you to take regular classes upcoming.
Yeah, sure, sure. I have been given a task for 15 days.
It's,
Let's see how it goes.
yeah, bro, it's very useful for both of us, right?
Yeah,
You are
Yeah,
also
thank you.
telling about you are also learner. That's why I
sure.
asked.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Sure.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So
Also,
should we wind up, guys?
uh, brother, you share a question before the starting session one day ago.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'll share it.
Also
Thank you.
share the material also, bro. Today you thought right.
Yeah.
You
I'll
also
send
posted
the
in
notes
our
for you.
list. Okay, bro. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.